Welcome back everyone to the latest episode ng Deep Dive. Hindi tayo nasa loob ng Senado na kunyari may off-light or whatever at hindi coordinated itong mga damit natin na Blue
Welcome
Boys today.
everyone to
Um,
this episode.
Kasama po natin ngayon si, of course, Senator Trillanes who's on his 27th interview of the day. So we'll try to extract whatever we can in the next 15 to 20 minutes or so before he has to go to his next appointment. Senator, without saying much, alam natin November pa yan, obviously, di ba? At alam natin, hindi lang ICC may alam na November pa yan without me telling much. Unfortunately, I was under pressure to say whether I know anything. And inamin ko na earlier this year na parang may nakita rin ako, di ba? So, that means if mga hampas lubang katulad ko had some idea about it, di ba? I assume na some of the top officials who should have done their job kanina at kahapon at the other day, parang ang tanong ko bakit, so how did Bato get away with his warrant of arrest since last year November? How did he get inside the Senate, stayed in the Senate, and then nakatakas? Hindi lang yung takas hindi lang yung barilan It's this 4 5 months. Now, apparently my ICC warrant of arrest, so all preparation should have been made.
Okay, ito no, Richard. When the sealed warrant was issued last November, kung maalala ninyo, out of the blue, Ombudsman Boying Rimulya announced on national media na may warrant. Okay, may warrant. And Ombudsman Boying Rimulya is the brother of DILG Secretary John Vic Rimulya. I am sure siguro naman may level of confidence siya sa kapatid niya at sinasabi, very emphatic si Ombudsman Boying na, yes, I saw it. I have a photo of it on my phone. Talagang very ano siya. So yon. So alam niya, alam ni Secretary John B. Rimulya about the existence of the warrant. Then ito, I know also for a fact that the PNP chief, General Nartates, is aware of the existence of the warrant and he saw the warrant for himself. So, ang instruction was for him to locate Bato de la Rosa. But unfortunately, he did not lift a finger, hindi siya nag-form ng tracking teams to look for Bato de la Rosa. Hindi mo makikita yung hindi mo hinahanap. Ganun lang kasimple 'yon. Kaya the past 6 months, Bato de la Rosa was just doing his thing. Okay, ito na ngayon. Over the weekend, may mga importanteng developments. Nung weekend before that Monday, appearance ni Bato. Nagkaroon ng buzz, ng chatter na there was a warrant issued against Bato de la Rosa. Tapos huhuliin na raw si Bato ng Interpol, ICC, ganyan. Ngayon, yung media wanted to check with the ICC, di ba? Na kung meron bang warrant. Ang sinabi ng ICC, there is no public warrant issued against Bato de la Rosa.
Public warrant. That's the operated
Public. Oh, so it's a play with words kasi sealed warrant yung binigay nila. So yun. Ngayon, tinanong din si John Vic about it. Sabi niya, kung may warrant yung ICC, meron akong 10,000 police force na gagawing dragnet, di ba? Kaya nga sabi ko sa kanya, ito si Mr. Dragnet, di ba? Okay, ando doon na. Kaso daw, sinabi ng ICC, wala daw warrant, so he needed to dissolve it. Kumaga talagang nambubola Anyway, because of that statement of the ICC, nakok si Bato to finally made the appearance kasi ito na, wala palang warrant. Di kaya pwede ka lumabas. So na-embolden siya to show up. Ngayon, we took that opportunity because we had the solid information that Bato will show up on that Monday. Kasi nga ito ng impeachment parating na So they needed to make a play for the Sara Duterte. So ito na yon. So solid yung information doon. Even though yung personal assessment ko was, would Bato be stupid enough to risk his freedom just for this? Well, apparently he was stupid enough to do it. So anyway, even regardless of my assessment, there were contingencies made by the NBI na babantayan siya doon. So ako naman, having accepted the challenge of Bato to accompany the arresting team, edi I showed up on Monday as well. It's just unfortunate na hindi natuloy yung arrest doon pa lang sa garahe kasi the idea was hindi na siya makakaakyat sa Senado, sa session hall, doon pa lang sa garahe. Ang ano lang, ang assumption kasi ng mga NBI agents na magsaserve ng warrant was this will be a peaceful, civilized turnover. So he was treated with the respect befitting yung kanyang title as a senator. So ang female NBI agents pa yun nilagay sa harap para nga pakita sa kanya na hindi ka masasaktan dito, ano lang, just come with us, ganon. Kaso he took advantage of that treatment. He shoved yung mga female agents, bang agents, then ano siya, nag-sprint na siya, di ba? Kita mo naman si Bato, how he was built, eh. Parang juggernaut yun, kumatakbo, di ba?
Mabilis
So,
siya, no? Said,
mabilis siya.
mabilis siya.
Oo.
Like,
So, parang ano anyway, so, di tumakbo siya, hindi ini-expect yun na ganun ang gagawin, that he will do that, ano? Anyway, bottom line, he was able to get into the Senate. And yun na, nangyari na yun. Mm.
so what is that kasi yung parang isang Caldero King van man na daw. Kanino kotse ginamit to get inside? Do we have any evidence on that? Like, did he indeed use the
Ah,
vehicle of the Cayetanos or what?
yes, he joined the convoy of the Cayetanos, tatlong van yan, punong-puno ng staff nila. So talagang they were determined to get him through, i-overpower nila kung sino. Talagang desidido sila not to be arrested doon sa garahe. And yun na nga, no? Ang tanong dito, why was I, na private citizen, uh, why was I able to get that information na darating si Bato and I was there, the NBI was there, and how come the dragnet of John B. Cremulya wasn't there? Di ba? So yun ang problema. Doon mo makikita na compromise. And I believe that's also the reason bakit NBI yung binigay yung mission, kasi otherwise kung binigay mo ito sa DILG, baka tinimbre na nila yan, hindi na mag-show up si Bato. Yun ang palagay ko. And that's the reason why hindi siya hinahanap the whole 6 months. Tapos, remember nung nagkaroon ng skirmish nung Wednesday, dumating si John Wick Rimulya, di ba? Sinabi niya, I'm here to protect Bato. Ando doon din yung PNP chief. So, ano pa siya, kamayan siya with Bato de la Rosa na alam niyang may warrant of arrest, pero wala siyang pakialam. Sabi niya po, proteksyonan niya. But he did not even uh, leave behind a detail, a protective detail para man lamang malaman whereabouts. Tapos, worse, yung police na nakakordon sa area, hindi nila binigyan ng instruction to check lahat ng lalabas, tapos to guard the perimeter ng Senado to prevent Bato from coming out. Kaya makikita mo rito na ano siya hindi sila ano hindi sila cooperative sa pagbabantay kay Bato.
So, hindi siya dragnet. Maghanap tayo ng better metaphor for ano yung medyo
Mm.
malaking butas at saka no, but so ano ba talaga nangyari dun sa barilan? Kasi ngayon tinitingnan ko yung body cam ng mga GSIS based, yung mga agents and all. We have a couple of very brave journalism na lumabas sa, it shows a very different picture from what we were being told in the first 12 to 18 hours, including by people na hindi siguro ill-intentioned. So anong facts of the
Mm.
case dito, Senator?
Okay. Based dun sa report, we already got some report, tapos eyewitness accounts by the people in there. Tapos yung mga footages na nakikita natin from the GSIS side and the Senate side. So, ang nangyari is ganito, for your viewers, the Senate is leasing a part of the GSIS building. So it's a long building, part of that nilis ng Senate. So yung boundary nila, yung between Senate side and GSIS side, may partition yan, may pinto yan. That can only be opened from the inside, the side ng Senate. So, yung NBI, ni-request sila ng GSIS president to guard itong GSIS side kasi nga may ano rito, may mga nangyayari dito sa Senate side.
Mm.
So, hindi ito makakapasok. Hindi sila makakapasok at nakita nyo naman wala silang breaching equipment. What they have was a drill na sinasabi na drill na parang sasaraduhan para hindi mabubuksan ano nang wala sila. So okay. Alam nila General Aplaska na nandoon yung NBI dito sa side na to. Kaya nakita mo there's this video from one of those who the media na nakakuha from the formation area na naka-uniforme sila, nagkakak sila ng barel, nag-march sila papunta doon from the formation area to the engagement area. Then you see itong some security personnel hinaharangan yung media na huwag kayong lumagpas, pero hindi rin nila pinatago yung media kahit doon sa mangyari. So it's just a matter of seconds from the formation area, nagmarcha sila hanggang sa engagement area. Then wala ka maririnig na verbal altercation, walang verbal challenge. Then suddenly nagputo ka na. So, nakita mo yung media was able to capture the side ng Senate, pero hindi nila not close enough na makikita nila what's on the other side of the hallway. Kasi otherwise, kung makikita nila yon, malalaman nila na nagpapaputok sila dun sa pader. At makikita nila na si Aplaska, by his own admission, challenge niya, binuksan nila yung pinto, challenge niya yung kung sino yung nandoon. Sinabi ay NBI kami. NBI sila. Tapos pinaputukan niya ng warning shot kasi daw gusto niyang i-disarm. Bakit mo i-disarm? Wala sa mandato mo yan. And besides, nandoon sila sa GSIS side. Di ba? They did not set even a foot sa loob ng Senate side. So, sabi ko nga, even if pumasok sila, nag-identify sila ng NBI, still, he doesn't have any authority to fire a warning shot against them kasi anong malay mo kung anong agenda nila? Kung magsiserve sila ng valid warrant, you have to get out of the way. Yan ang mandato ng Sergeant at Arms, hindi siya private army. So anyway, nakita nyo, nagpaputok sila. Nakita ng media and it was deliberate. They wanted the media to capture the shootout, parang the chaos, para to draw public attention, draw some sympathy, tapos create the scenario that they are being under attack by
Oh, under siege
government
sila.
forces.
Oo.
Yes, under siege. Then, di ba after nung putukan doon, on cue, sunod-sunod yung mga senador na, oh, we are under attack.
Oo.
Ito na,
Off-flight,
sila,
off-flight mode.
Oh, oh, yan. Tapos pinatay pa yung ilaw na talagang pag-create ng panic eh. 'Di ba? Inadmit mismo ni Aplaska na sinara niya yung ilaw, what for? Eh wala naman siyang night vision goggles na meron ka dapat edge. Talagang nag-create ng panic, nagsigawan tuloy. Yun ngayon yung nakita ng international community, ang daming embassies na tumawag sila, ano bang what's happening, 'di ba? They were very concerned kasi yung image na nakikita on real time was putukan, tapos you have senators calling out na ito inaano kami, under attack kami. So, grabe yun. Yun ang nakita ng foreign media.
So
However,
you're
when
saying
the dust
scripted?
settled, yan.
You're saying scripted yan, Sentry? You're saying scripted
Oo
yan or
naman.
katangahan lang na may
Scripted.
the whole thing scripted.
Scripted and staged kasi nakita mo on cue eh. Nakita mo yung performance ni Cayetano when he was saying, under attack kami, ganito. Sino uma-attack sa inyo? Walang uma-attack. They were instigating that shootout. They were firing at the NBI agents. Di ba? And by admission ni Aplaska, he was the one who fired the first shot. Sila yung bumuhos ng so many shots. Tapos, and they were shooting at, hindi hostile forces ito, government forces. So sila government sila. So talagang, pero nakikita mo yung vantage point ng media, the foreign media, kikita lang nila one part of the hallway, nagpuputukan, parang on the defensive sila, tapos then hindi nila nakikita what's on the other side. So yun na. Then ano na,
So the
nanawagan na sila.
president was misinformed because yung video ni President BBM was unidentified, I don't know, gunmen, whatever, were trying to intrude into Senate and therefore the Senate was exercising basically the right to self-defense. Parang ganun ang dating sa akin nung intervention ni President BBM eh.
Yes. Because he was taking the word of Alan Cayetano when he spoke to him. He assumed that he was telling the truth, but when the facts trickled in, aba, talagang senaryo nila. At ngayon, alam mo yung latest, Richard, nawawala daw yung CCTV, sabi ni Aplaska.
Yes. And
So,
like videos
yeah.
alleging na si Jinggoy was saying along something about
Yes. Na itago yung CCTV. Wala daw yung CCTV doon. Ay, yung
alam
CCTV
na,
footages. Kaya
alam.
nga. So, ito na eh. Akala kasi nila they can control the narrative. For the first few hours, they were able to project that image na under siege. Those in the know, alam na wala namang umaatake, pero sila, yung ordinary observer, would get that impression na talagang dinudukot si Bato by all means necessary kahit magdumanak yung dugo. So, that was the scenario. And it was staged and it was badly done. Tapos it brought international shame to the country and the Senate. No? Ngayon na lumalabas yung totoo, grabe sila to what lengths they would do para lang um, para sa kanilang interest.
Well, I mean, not only shame, no. I mean, it puts into question if we're even a reliable country. I was just talking to someone the other day na from a very important ally of us, someone na, at basically sabi, parang in-imply niya, I mean, love na love namin kayo, we have to work together, pero what the heck is happening with your country? Di ba? Parang ganun eh. Kasi ang pangit yung headline na may ICC fugitive nakapasok, lumabas, may barilan, like it's wrong in every single way.
Yeah.
Sentry, Robin Hood Padilla is officially a person of interest. What do we know about
Mhm.
the role of Robin Hood Padilla? Kasi he was just clowning his way all the hours before this incident, no, na parang nag-iingay siya, binubuli pa niya ata si Kiko kung ano
Mhm.
ginagawa niya. So where does he come in? Because I remember very well nung ikaw yung gusto nila i-arrest, which is of course a very different case, siya yung nag-iingay sa labas ng Senate na kung may warrant of arrest, huliin dapat yan. It's the same Robin Hood
Mhm.
Padilla that people tend to
Yeah.
forget, diba? So, can you remind people, what is the role of Robin Hood Padilla here and what could be the legal liabilities, if ever, not only for Robin Hood but the Senate leadership, if indeed obstruction of justice, if not aiding a fugitive ang nangyari dito?
So, based on the report, ito, no? Report at yung mga eyewitness accounts, si Robin Padilla mismo ang nagmaneho ng getaway vehicle ni Bato de la Rosa. So clearly that's aiding and abetting a fugitive, no? International fugitive ito ha, si Bato. The way they were acting nung lumabas si Bato, no? Kasi ang parang ang dating parang inaapi siya, pine-persecute siya, this is political persecution. Hindi, walang connection yan. Yung krimen niya, PNP chief siya, nagtokhang sila libu-libong Pilipino yung namatay. So, by the standards of the ICC, there's enough evidence for conviction at kaya nag-issue sila ng warrant. So, at tayo alam natin what happened there. So, he is not an innocent person being persecuted. So, anyway, going back, may naka-witness, bumaba si Bato, nagpaalam muna siya eh. Itong si Aplaska, yung USAA, in-inform niya yung PNP contingent doon na natutulog na si Bato de la Rosa. Tapos siya nung around 2 a.m. lumabas siya, magsi-CR siya. Tapos yung pala bumaba doon sa fire exit, going down doon sa indoor garage na kung saan may coaching na iiwan na sabay na sila. For that matter, pagbaba nila ng I think one of the lower floors, nagkita sila ni Robin. Tapos bumaba sila, sumakay si sa passenger side, si Bato, sumakay si Robin sa driver side. Then they went away. May nag-attempt na pigilan sila, pero binuli kasi nga naman classmate ni Bato yung sergeant at arms. So they got in the way, they got out of the way. Then yung mga personnel dun sa nag-lift nung garage door, pinadaan sila kasi senator yung nakasakay. So ganun na nangyari doon. Pero maliwanag, ano na to, may mga eyewitnesses na nag-detail nung mga pangyayari na yan.
So in terms of legal liabilities, saan sila pwedeng kasuhan? I mean,
Oh.
I'm not sure, maasahan ba natin ang Senado to investigate its own new leadership in terms of potential aiding here? Ano yan? Sa judiciary ba dadalhin to? Saan ba dadalhin ito?
Hindi, pwede yan, Richard, kung mapalitan si Cayetano. Kung
Ah,
mapalitan na si
right. Yeah.
Cayetano, then papalitan yung Sergeant at Arms, then you can investigate, makuha nyo lahat yan. Makuha nyo yung mga testigo, so medyo cooperative na yan. Kasi ngayon, kung sila pa rin nakaupo, whitewash yan, iwa-whitewash yan. Kaya nga nawawala yung CCTV. Ngayon, ano yung pwede mga crimes? Si Aplaska, pwede siyang kasuhan ng, sabi ko nga, attempted homicide Kasi pinagbabaril niya yung mga Tapos, kung ano pang offense sa persons in authority, tapos obstruction of justice kasi nag-utos sila to stop the NBI from serving the warrant. You have Cayetano, obstruction of justice dahil siya ay nagpigil, di ba? Tapos si Robin, aiding and abetting a fugitive. Tapos si Bato, assaulting a person in authority, evading arrest. So marami, But hindi na importante kay Bato, importante madala siya sa dahig. Yun.
So, so the whole protective custody discussion, can you clarify? Kasi ginagamit na naman ng mga DDS yan. But NBA Medical Protective Custody mean na kayo, nicely, you will hand over the fugitive, di ba? Basically, or bago maging fugitive
Mm.
ito. And
Mm.
also dun sa legality, bakit yung PNP sinasabi walang warrant pero the DOJ is very clear. Even sa ilalim ng sarili natin batas, we have an obligation to cooperate here. At hindi applicable ng extradition laws dito kasi ICC warrant ang pinag-usapan natin. So can we just clarify, clear the air dito sa valid ba itong warrant of arrest at invalid ba to not enforce it?
I think the fact na yung NBI was there to serve that warrant, dapat may presumption of regularity. Dapat yung DILG, nakita niyang NBI yon, ano akala mo? Gumagawa lang ng peking warrant yung NBI? Dapat bigyan mo sila ng konting respeto. Or better yet, tinawagan niya dapat yung NBI director na ano bang meron mo dyan? Hindi, may valid warrant dito. Ganun ba? O sige, pero, di ba, alam nila They cannot they cannot even feign ignorance because General Nartates and John B. Crimolia know for a fact na merong sealed warrant against Bato de la Rosa. They were given the task to locate Bato de la Rosa when he was still underground, but they did not lift a finger. Kaya nung lumabas na yung sa NBI, alam nila dapat yon. They should have instantly agreed na may warrant because alam na nila 6 months before. So yun ang kailangan din nilang ipaliwanag. Di ba?
Huling-huling, as we go, parang everything everywhere all at once. By the way, meron din impeachment kay Sara Duterte.
Yes.
Bakit bigla si
Yes.
Cayetano forthwith siya ngayon? Biglang, oh, agad-agad, ibig sabihin ng forthwith. Should we worry na parang very cooperative sila, very ano sila, open sila to have a forthwith? Or should we worry na may Mickey Mouse na mangyari dito?
Mm. We should be worried about anything na sasabihin at gagawin ni Alan. Never trust the guy. That's one thing I learned in the 12 years stint in the Senate. I know him. You do not trust him. The last thing na gagawin mo uh, as far as Cayetano is concerned is to believe him. No? Anyway, ngayon kasi grabe yung public pressure. Nagsalita na yung CBCP, yung business sector, the civil society, ang dami nagsasabi. Tapos 257 congressmen ito ang nag-post nito. So ano gagawin ni Cayetano ngayon? May image problem ngayon ng Senado under his watch. Ilang days lang siya, binaliktad na kagad niya. Hinalughog niya na kagad yung imahe ng Senado. So he has to make up, no? Sana, no? So anyway, he needs to convene by Monday. Convene pa lang ito as impeachment court. Then magsiset na ng trial date soon thereafter. But hopefully, matanggal na si Cayetano as Senate President kasi manipis lang naman yung majority niya. Pag natanggal yan, lahat ng ginawa nila can be undone. So that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, just huling singit ko lang, Sentry. How do you feel about the survey suggesting that finally it looks like wala na yung aura of inevitability and invincibility ni Sara Duterte? Tapos, I mean, we've been saying this for quite some time na hindi totoo na talagang ano na yan, parang prohibitive frontrunner. Ito na, it shows, for instance, we're gonna have Professor Ranjit later on to discuss yung latest Octa says in a tandem of basically mag-united ang Tulfos or a pink candidate, kayang-kaya nila yung
Yeah.
kabila. Does this mean that at least the electoral and political map is moving forward, even though mukhang Senate is still stuck with all of these senadors?
I think very significant development 'yon, game changer 'yon. Kaya nga palagay ko 257 voted eh. Kasi nakita nila beatable. And in fact, lamang na nga in one of the surveys, lamang na si Raffy Tulfo. Um, pero mag-aano 'yan? That survey can come into play and will come into play during the trial. Pag lumabas na yung ebidensya, pag tapos lumabas yung survey, na lalo pang bumabayan, mas madaling mag-convict yung mga senador pag nakita nilang politically dead na itong si Sara Duterte. Ang ano lang dito sana, no? Sana yung mga pollsters, tigilan na nila yung long list. Invalid yun.
Yung chop suey server.
O yung chop suey survey, tanggalin na nila yun kasi invalid yun. Nakakahiya nga. And alam nyo sa ibang mga bansa, walang ganun. Yung senaryo na just all the names you can think of, ilagay mo dyan. Kasi hindi nangyayari yon. You're supposed to approximate an election day scenario, and that scenario doesn't happen, yung long list na yun. Kaya sana, ganun na lang, whether it's three-way, head-to-head, ganun na lang ang gawin nila para mas substantial and valid.
Salamat. Thank you very much, private citizen, ex-Senator Sonny Trillanes, na hopefully hindi private citizen for long because maraming mga Trillanista who want to see you in a relevant cabinet position soon and hopefully running for a highest office soon. Maraming salamat, Sonny Trillanes. Pag-usapan natin more things in the near future. Mabuhay ka. Please take care of yourself. We all care for you and continue your service to the country. God bless, sir.
Salamat po. Salamat.